Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to the cricket show, the Cricket Happening show today with your host Ram. Well, on this cricket show, we are going to have a look at the second day's play between India and Australia, where surprisingly Michael Clarke, the Australian captain, because of rain actually robbing a lot of play on the. In fact, it was the third day. I'm sorry. It was the third day's play yesterday, and he decided that he wouldn't. I was probably thinking that Michael Clarke would play on and probably allow Stephen Smith to get to a double century, but that was not the case. And being an attacking captain, Michael Clarke himself, he decided to declare the innings closed at the overnight score of 517 for 7, and the Indians really put up a very strong performance going into the fourth day of this test match, as India replied with an equally brave 369 for 5, which was led by a captain's century. It was Virat Kohli who actually joined greats like Sunil Gavaskar, Wing Sarkar, Vijay Hazare and all these players as becoming the getting a century on his first test, on his captaincy debut. So congratulations to Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli was the man who led it from the center with a century. Well, India definitely everybody contributed, but nobody was able to play go and play a long innings like what Virat Kohli did. And Virat Kohli, unfortunately, just 4 overs before the close of play, it was pretty sad that he ended up getting out, hooking a Johnson bouncer into the deep, where Ryan Harris held a very good catch. So India really doing a good job there. 369 for 5, another 140 odd runs separating them. So definitely this is it looks like heading for a draw, but definitely a lot of records are being written, I would say. Well, so Virat Kohli getting a century on his captaincy debut. And the other match that, as I said, today was the reserve day in the 5th one-day international between England and Sri Lanka in the 7-match one-day series. And well, England, let me tell you, one has to. Yesterday, if you would have listened to my comments, I said the pitch was very difficult to bat. There was a lot of turn and spin available. Sri Lankans are loaded with spinners. England would find it pretty tough to usurp this target. But let me tell you, I think England have to be really commended for putting up a wonderful performance, and the performance was led by a cool, calm and an assured Joe Root, who made a century. Not only Joe Root made a century, it was his third one-day international century, but he also got good company from James Taylor, who was playing, and he contributed 68 very attacking runs, and that really says that James Taylor is someone that England might be eyeing for the 2015 World Cup, because he and Joe Root were the ones who actually. But what was good about it was we didn't see much of a turn. As I said, I was a bit surprised as to the nature of the pitch behaving, or probably one could say that Joe Root and James Taylor played well. Ravi Bopara also contributed, and basically one has to really commend England that they stood the test very well. And for me, it has really come as a surprise that England were able to actually defeat Sri Lanka in this one-day international in 49.1 overs. This particular contest is really getting hot now, because England and Sri Lanka, England definitely trailing 2-3, but nevertheless they are in the game now. There are only 2 more matches to go, so both the teams are having a chance for the bite of the trophy there. Well, so I'll be talking about that match, but let us go right now and see what happened on the third day. As I said, it was a surprise for me that Michael Clarke, the Australian captain, declared the innings closed at 517 for 7. Probably I thought that Stephen Smith could have been given an opportunity to go to a quick double century. Probably 30 minutes could have been given, and Stephen Smith could have played some strokes. Anyways, that is Michael Clarke, always an attacking captain, and that really shows that Michael Clarke is interested in results. And well, let's have a look at how India fared. Well, in the Indian openers, Murli Vijay and Shikhar Dhawan walked in, and well, it all started with Shikhar Dhawan being peppered by some bouncers. Shikhar Dhawan was really tested by a beautiful bouncer from Mitchell Johnson, but Shikhar Dhawan really responded in the way he could as he creamed 3 boundaries, mostly through the cover region, as he actually had Johnson being creamed for boundaries. He had 3 fours on the trot of a Johnson over in that particular over after he was tested by a bouncer. Murali Vijay definitely showing some technique in leaving the short stuff, not really indulging in any hook shots, and Murali Vijay and Shikhar Dhawan slowly took the partnership to 30, and finally Shikhar Dhawan, after playing a very good knock of 25 with 5 boundaries in that, was a victim, as Ryan Harris was the one who actually provided them the breakthrough, as Shikhar Dhawan incisors onto the stumps of Harris for 25. So wicket number 1, and India were 30 for 1. After that, we saw that Shikhar Dhawan was joined in by Cheteshwar Pujara, the rock for India right now, and Pujara played only in his way, as he was really very compact. He was really playing in the way that he could, in the sense he was really defending well, and at the other end Murali Vijay was also looking good, was looking solid, and we saw that Michael Clarke decided that he's going to put Nathan Lyon into the firing line pretty quickly. Really came as a surprise, but I thought Nathan Lyon was the pick of the bowlers, even though his figures might not really reflect when you look at 30 overs, 3 maidens, 103 runs and 2 wickets, but I thought he bowled well. He definitely, I would say, he definitely kept the Indian batsman quiet. He made the Indian batsman feel a bit tentative at times because he was getting a good drift. And another good thing that Nathan Lyon was doing was that he was actually using the footmarks very well, where he could actually get the bite of the pitch, and that was really worrying for the Indians, as the Indians had to be pretty watchful. Well, Murali Vijay and Cheteshwar Pujara definitely did that, but Murali Vijay was the one who decided that he is not going to allow Nathan Lyon to settle to a good line, as he went and spanked him for 2 sixes in his knock of 53, as he came down the wicket and lofted him down the ground for a 6. 2 sixes, he got to the pitch of the ball. As far as Cheteshwar Pujara was concerned, well, definitely, as and when he used to stroke the ball, he used to stroke it with really in a very perfect manner. As you know, he's a copybook stuff is what Cheteshwar Pujara is all about, and Murali Vijay and Cheteshwar Pujara really pushed the scoring along and took the score to 111 for the 2nd wicket, and Johnson was brought into the attack. And Johnson, what he did is he first really had Murali Vijay worried. In fact, the previous ball he actually threw in a bouncer to Murali Vijay, and Murali Vijay just got out of it. It was something which was a harrowing stuff coming in from Johnson, and then Murali Vijay, probably really distracted by that, was a victim of Johnson himself, as Murali Vijay got to chase a delivery which was actually moving away from him, and Brad had him behind the stumps, held the catch, and Murali Vijay was gone after making 53 good runs with 3 fours and 2 sixes. The score at 111 for 2, and Cheteshwar Pujara was looking solid as ever, as he was joined in by Virat Kohli. As soon as Virat Kohli came into the crease, what a welcome the captain of the Indian team, Virat Kohli, had on his captaincy debut, as Mitchell Johnson, the very first delivery, he welcomed Virat Kohli with a ferocious bouncer, that Virat Kohli, trying to take his eye away from the ball, got the ball to actually hit on the helmet, and it was a real sharp delivery. It went and hit him on the I thought on the helmet, on the grill of the helmet, I suppose. And well, it was it was a real painful, and in fact Virat Kohli was not hurt, but the Australian fielders immediately came to Virat Kohli to inquire whether he was all right. In fact, all the Australian players came in. David Warner was the first to come, and also we saw Mitchell Johnson walking towards Virat Kohli and tapping him on his shoulder just to inquire whether he's okay, and then probably Mitchell Johnson feeling a bit guilty that he had bowled a bouncer. It was Michael Clarke actually putting his shoulder over Mitchell Johnson to tell him it's okay, just carry on. And what a delivery from Mitchell Johnson, and Virat Kohli absolutely shaken, I would say. He was having a look at his helmet and then slowly started settling down. As you know, he's an aggressive player, Virat Kohli. Really tries to give it to the opposition. Once that was over, Virat Kohli definitely didn't show any signs of being really rattled by the bouncer, as he went on to play a beautiful drive where he just leaned onto a delivery which was actually on the off stump, and he sent Mitchell Johnson through the cover region for a superb four. And then Virat Kohli, he was started unveiling some strokes of rare beauty, as he was flicking well, he was also pulling well, and he started playing some strokes. And Nathan Lyon was also the bowler at the other end, and he was also handling him pretty well. But as I said, they had to be watchful as far as Nathan Lyon, the Run was concerned, because with his off break, he was getting it on the foot marks, and that was really making the ball talk at times. And then Kohli and Pujara slowly went their way, and then there was an 81-run partnership that was added between Cheteshwar Pujara and Virat Kohli. And Pujara was looking very good on 73, having done all the hard work. And then Nathan Lyon, as I said, who was really getting the ball to really talk at times, really did definitely made this ball talk to Pujara, as Pujara probably a bit tentative. It was a forward prod, but probably he was in two minds whether to go forward or back. And in the tentative motion that he had, the ball actually turned, hit his thigh, and rolled on to the stumps, and that was the wicket of Pujara. Clean bowled by Nathan Lyon for 73 with 9 boundaries. So 192 for 3 at that stage. India, Ajinkya Rahane came in, and Ajinkya Rahane, well, he definitely looked pretty comfortable. I mean, he was really playing very well in the company of Virat Kohli. And Ajinkya Rahane really gave good company to Virat Kohli, and this partnership went on to a 100-run partnership, a 101-run partnership. As I said, pitch was pretty easy to bat on, other than Nathan Lyon actually getting some turn from the foot marks. One did not see anything menacing happening, and after all, it was the third day's play. Ajinkya Rahane, well, he really played some majestic strokes. In fact, when he plays his strokes, it's a real treat to watch Ajinkya Rahane, as he really flows into the strokes, and he really played some beautiful strokes. Virat Kohli also had some good straight drives, and both of them put in a partnership of 101. And Ajinkya Rahane was aggressive right from the word go, and his contribution was 62 with 10 beautifully hit boundaries. And then Ajinkya Rahane also almost in not in Pujara fashion, but Nathan Lyon was the one who actually got his wicket, as he came forward and the ball actually hit the glove, I suppose, and it was Watson in the slips taking the catch, and Ajinkya Rahane was gone for 62. So 293 for 4 at that stage, India, and it was Rohit Sharma who came in to join Virat Kohli. And Rohit Sharma, well, he was really, I mean, at that particular time, Rohit Sharma came, he was, I wouldn't say Rohit Sharma was really very confident, but definitely he was doing his job there along with Virat Kohli, giving him good company. Virat Kohli, in the meanwhile, got to his century in fine fashion. As I said, it was his 7th Test century, and that too his first century on his debut as the captain of the Indian team. And the score was, and Virat Kohli had reached 115. This partnership was also looking a bit threatening, because it had already added 74 runs, and that was time, and 4 overs left for close of play, and that was the time. And probably Virat Kohli could have actually I reckon he could have played in a more responsible manner, probably got out of that bouncer from Johnson, especially considering that there was a man waiting to take the catch there, Ryan Harris. And I thought Virat Kohli might have shown a bit of a restraint there, especially with 4 overs to close of play. But Virat Kohli was tempted, as Johnson hurled a bouncer at him. Virat Kohli took the bait and he hooked it, but he only managed to hook it to the fielder who was Ryan Harris, and that was the end of Virat Kohli, unfortunately. Caught Harris bowled Johnson 115 with 12 fours, but what a knock from Virat Kohli, getting into the really getting into a very good batting mode there. So Virat Kohli gone for 115 after making his 7th Test century, and finally at stumps, when stumps were drawn for the day on day 3 here at Adelaide Oval, Rohit Sharma was undefeated on 33 with 4 boundaries. Riddhiman Shah was really had withstood a barrage of bouncers, especially from Johnson, and he survived to be not out on one of 16 deliveries. And India replied at close of play on the 3rd day at 369 for 5, so that means they're 148 runs adrift. 48 runs still to catch up with Australia's 517. Let's have a look at the bowling card. The bowling card, Mitchell Johnson thought he bowled well, 18 overs, 5 minutes, 90 runs and 2 wickets for him. Ryan had his 17 overs, 5 minutes, 1 for 49, also did a very good job. Nathan Lyon was the only bowler who really looked like taking wickets with getting those turn out of the foot marks on the pitch. 30 overs, 3 minutes, 103 runs and 2 wickets. And Nathan Lyon also mentioned that the foot marks have been, he was thankful to Ishan Sharma, who actually coming round the wicket and actually had created the foot marks for him, which really helped him. Peter Siddle, 13 overs, 2 minutes, 62. I don't think Peter Siddle really bowled well. He bowled well in patches, one could say. Mitchell Marsh, 11 overs, 4 minutes, none for 29. Shane Watson, 5 overs, 1 minute, none for 13. And Stephen Smith bowling 3 overs for 19 runs. So, looking at the 4 days play, well, India would definitely be trying to get to the target of 517. There's still a lot of batting to come, especially Rohit Sharma and Ridhiman Saha. I wouldn't say a lot of batting to come here. Karan Sharma is now run, but as you know, he's making his debut. So probably India are looking at a long tail. So it would be only fitting, if at all India needs to really whittle down the lead and probably reach that score of 517 that Australia has. It's very essential that Rohit Sharma stays at the crease and Ridhiman Saha keeps him good company. Otherwise, I think India are having a long tail. If you look at Karan Sharma, Mohammad Shami, Ishan Sharma and Varun Arun, I think India have a really long tail there. So this particular pair is very crucial. If at all they can survive, then I think India would be probably trying to reach that score of 517. But if one wicket goes in this pair, I'm afraid to say that India might be conceding probably a 100-run lead to Australia. Well, so from here, let me go on to the next match. As I said, the reserve day in the fifth one-day international was played. And as I said yesterday, well, I had to really eat my words. And England have really made me eat my words because I definitely thought with all the turn available, there would definitely be something and England would find it difficult, especially with a spate of spinners in the Sri Lankan camp. But let's have a look at the England card here. Well, England started off with Alistair Cook and Moeen Ali. Moeen Ali was the first to go, as Sachitra Senanayake, who came back with a reworked action after being called for a suspect bowling action. Actually, Sachindra Senanayake was the one who provided the breakthrough, as Moeen Ali, trying to slot sweep Senanayake, ended up losing his stumps for 4 with that solitary 4. So that made it 12 for 1 in the 5th over. Alistair Cook was then joined in by James Taylor. Alistair Cook, well, he was not looking pretty confident with his batting. After making 20 of 30 deliveries with 3 fours, Senanayake was the one who actually had his wicket as he came forward. And probably he was beaten by the turn and he was gone. LBW ball Senanayake for 20. After that, from there it was a real repair job for England, and that repair job was performed by Joe Root and James Taylor. Joe Root, well, he was very calm and assured. He was not in a hurry at all. He was slowly chiseling together a partnership along with James Taylor, and as and when an opportunity was there, he also showed some innovation by playing some scoop shots. James Taylor on the other end was in contrast to Joe Root, was the one who was taking the attacking mode as he decided to come down to the spinners. He actually spanked them for a 6, and he also hit some very neat boundaries, and he was the one who was really keeping the scoreboard busy, and in the company of Joe Root, the partnership had added 104 runs for the 3rd wicket, and that was the time James Taylor, after playing a very good knock, very impressive knock of 68 of 90 deliveries with 5 fours and 1 6, fell a victim to Thisara Perera. After that, once he was gone, Ravi Bopara came in, and Ravi Bopara also offered the support that was direly needed for England, and Ravi Bopara combined into a partnership along with Joe Root, as the score from 139 had an 86-run partnership between Joe Root and Ravi Bopara, as Ravi Bopara, after contributing 28 of 49 deliveries with 1 6, 1 4, was a victim of the bowling of Dilshan. Joe Root was still going strong, and it was very essential for Joe Root to stay there, and that's what Joe Root did in the end, as he lost Morgan, who was cheaply dismissed for 5 of as many balls. But Joe Root ensured that England wouldn't lose this opportunity, as with his 3rd one-day international century, he took the England team to victory as he got to his 3rd ODI 100. What a 100 it was, a winning knock from Joe Root, not out on 104 of 117 deliveries with 7 fours and 1 6. Butler was not out on 2, and England were over the finishing line. And as I said, one has to commend England for putting up a performance, especially James Taylor and Joe Root and Ravi Bopara, who played the spinners very well. And as I said, it was not easy because the ball definitely, but didn't see an enormous amount of turn that one saw yesterday, but definitely there were signs of turn too. But I thought they really stood the test well. 240 for 5. Congratulations to England, and England have really done it well in the 5th One Day International. Now Sri Lanka still lead the One Day Series 3-2 with 2 to go, but England are definitely in with a chance now in the series. Anything could happen. It all depends on the 6th One Day International now, which is coming up, and it's going to be played at the same ground at Palakele, so England would be pretty happy about that. So let's have a look at the bowling analysis as far as the Sri Lankans were concerned. So it was a 5-wicket victory for England. Joe Root undoubtedly was the man of the match. Dilshan 9.1 overs, no maiden, 1 for 45, bowled well. Senan Aike on his comeback, thought he did a splendid job. 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 35. Angelo Matthews 4 overs for 14. Damika Prasad 4 overs, cost him 24. Jivanta Mendes 7 overs, none for 41. Ajanta Mendes 9 overs, 149, and Chisra Pereira bowled 6 overs, no maiden, 1 for 26. As I said, Sri Lanka leading the One Day Series 3-2 with 2 to go. The next one coming up in Palakele, and for England that is should probably prove a bit happy for them. Well, dear fans and subscribers, I think I have almost concluded my cricket show for today. I don't have anything else to share. Well, tomorrow I'll definitely be back to talk to you on the 4 days play in this first test match between India and Australia on the Border Gavaskar Trophy Series played at the Adelaide Oval. Well, I think it's an interesting day's play. It would be interesting to see what India do, because as I said, it's very important that Rohit Sharma stays at the crease and Ridhiman Saha. This partnership is very crucial. Otherwise, India would be exposing their tail, and I feel it would be a bit tough for them, because definitely there's not much batting left for India as India really possesses a long tail. Karan Sharma definitely is a batsman, but one has to really consider the fact that Ridhiman Saha is also not very experienced, and also Karan Sharma is actually making his test debut here. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, and also one more thing which is coming up tomorrow is Pakistan versus New Zealand. The second One Day International is coming up. Pakistan are already 1-0 in the series, as you know, against Pakistan. Tomorrow is the second One Day International, so if at all I do find time, then definitely I'll be talking about that match as well. Well, dear friends, and subscribers, that really brings an end to this Cricket Happening show of mine. Thanks for your company, and thanks for regularly watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.